Boy, am I stupid. Guys, I go all the way out to the car to get my external battery, only to realize it was in my pocket the entire time. Ugh. But I did pick up the business card, so that's good. All right, guys, here's what I'm going to do. Jensen Daggett is actually at her table right now, or she was when I left the celebrity room. I'm going to casually walk up and see if I can talk to her a little bit. I hope she's not going to get mad at me for not being familiar with Friday the 13th, but I will bring up Project Alf to her. I don't know how she truly felt about that movie, but it must have been a real blessing to work with Paul Fusco and Alf and Martin Sheen and Miguel Ferrer and all them. So I'm going to go up to her and just, casually say, hey, well, you'll see, guys, but I'm going to see if I can do my Alf impression for her and get her feedback. So wish me luck, guys. Would you be upset at me if I told you I'm not familiar with Friday the 13th? Would you be upset with me?
No, of course not.
I am familiar with two big things you did, though.
What?
Home Improvement and Project Alf. I just got done watching Project Alf again.
You did?
I love that movie. Alf is one of my favorites. I'm actually an impersonator, and I do an impression of Alf.
Okay, let's hear it.
All right. What was that line you said to him in the motel? You said something like, "Why are you so steamed, Alf? We saved your life," or something like that. I forget.
I haven't seen the movie for 20 years, but do you want me to feed you the line?
Yeah. Why are you so steamed, Alf? We saved your life.
Okay. Why are you so steamed, Alf? We saved your life.
Saved my life? You took me from my friends, whom incidentally I was making a good living off of.
Why are you so steamed, Alf? We saved your life.
Saved my life? You took me from my friends, whom incidentally I was making a good living off of.
Bravo!
Thank you.
Bravo.
Thank you. What was it like working with Martin Sheen and
I love
Paul
Martin
Fusco?
Sheen.
I heard he's a sweetheart. He really is.
Martin Sheen is such a pro and so warm and so lovely and just an inspiration, I think, for all actors.
I love Martin Sheen. I'm not too familiar with Emilio, but Martin and Charlie are like my heroes.
Oh.
Have you ever met Charlie?
No, but I did Major League 3.
Oh, wow.
And I thought that I was going to be playing opposite him.
Mm-hmm.
But it turned out he was indisposed.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Now, I know you and William O'Leary were both cast in Project Alf.
Yes.
And you were also cast in Home Improvement together.
Yes.
Which one was first, Home Improvement or Project Alf?
So Home Improvement was first.
I thought so.
And just by chance, a completely different casting director cast us opposite each other.
Wow.
For Project Alf. I have no idea why.
That's got to be coincidence.
It's weird. Also, he kind of looks like my brother. So I'm not sure why we were being cast as love interests, but
people actually thought that you and Bill O'Leary were brother and sister. I thought so for a while.
Yeah.
But I love that movie. And unfortunately I'm not familiar with Friday the 13th.
That's
really.
Fine.
Yeah.
There's so many good horror films, it's hard to know them all.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And I know Ray Walston was in that movie, and Miguel Ferrer was the doctor who apparently was trying to...
He's also such a great actor.
Such
a great actor.
I heard Miguel Ferrer is no longer with us, is he? I thought so. I didn't think he was. But I heard, what was it like working with him?
He was great. I actually knew him because he was related to an ex-boyfriend of mine.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And
nice.
So I had already met him a few times before we worked together, but he's lovely.
Wow.
He's so lovely.
I was just so shocked because he seemed like he was really trying to help you guys in the movie, and then you find out he wanted to sell Alf for his own benefit. I was like, whoa, he just did a complete about face. And I was like, wow, this guy's a crook.
I know.
Yeah. So,
I need to watch that movie again. I haven't seen it
It's
for
awesome.
decades.
It's actually on YouTube. I watch it on YouTube. Yeah, it's free on there.
Okay, great.
So, I love it. And I know who else? Ed Begley Jr. was in that.
Yeah.
Charlie Robinson.
Such a good cast.
Yeah, Beverly Archer.
God, what a great cast it was.
I know, but I loved your role in it, and did you guys actually film at the Pink Motel in Los Angeles? That the room was actually there that you guys filmed in.
I think so, yeah.
And then Ray Walston's office was the front desk.
Yeah, I think that's right. And I know the majority of it was filmed in a house in Malibu that looked like a corporate office.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
it was
yeah.
really a house.
Was that really a house?
Yeah.
Oh,
like
wow.
I was getting dressed in the master closet of the house.
Oh, wow.
For my scenes, but yeah, that was actually a
Wow.
a home.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I have a photo op with you at 310, so.
You're kidding.
Nope, you're the only photo op I got.
That's great.
Because, as I said, I was watching Alp, I was watching Home Improvement, and I was like, oh, she's going to be at Spooky Empire. I got to get a picture. Got to get a picture.
Oh, my gosh.
Absolutely.
All right, well,
So-
I'll see you at 3:10, and I
Yeah.
think it's getting close to that.
I think it's just a little after 2, I think,
Oh, is
isn't
it?
it? Yeah, so about an hour and 5 minutes maybe. So
That's great.
thank you for giving me this interview. I appreciate
Not
it.
at all.
Thank you. And
Not
I'll
at
see you
all.
at 310 then.
Okay,
And
perfect.
thank you, Jensen.
Have fun.
All right, guys, we're in line for the photo op. Right behind me, that room is where it's going to take place.
So we're about to go get an interview with Greg Nicotero.
Yep.
Awesome. And he remade Jaws. So we're
The
just
shark,
gonna,
yeah.
Yeah, we're just gonna turn on both our cameras.
Yeah.
And he's gonna give us one of the most amazing interviews of all time.
He's gonna
But
explain
again,
everything.
I hope he's still there because a lot of the celebrities have been leaving. It's getting towards the end of the day. I hope
Yeah.
to God he's still there.
I pray he's still there because he promised us an interview.
If he isn't there, then we're gonna have to tell you guys the bad news.
Yeah, and then we'll explain
Yeah.
what happened, how he did it. I hope he's still there. By the way, my photo op, guys, was
I hope
awesome.
I didn't jinx us.
You better not have.
I hope. I swear to God, I hope.
I kick your back.
We're with Greg Nicotero. Good to see you again, man. Thanks a lot for coming to the show,
Thank
buddy.
you.
Yeah.
You actually refurbished the shark from Jaws, the last remaining model, didn't you?
We did. So
Yes.
originally it was on display at Universal Studios in Hollywood for years. You know, when Jaws came out, I always imagined that they were like, well, we don't have anything to celebrate our movie. So
Yeah.
they pulled
Right.
the molds and made fiberglass copy, and it hung by its tail for till 91 or 92. And then they switched it out for a different photo op.
Right.
And Zach and me recently bought the Steelbook, and it's got your interview, the recreation, how you refurbished
Yeah.
it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was like, who doesn't like Jaws? I'm like, I'm going to just pay the money and get the Steelbook action.
Yeah.
It's kind of great. So, you know, the thing weighs about 3,000 pounds.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
got
Oh,
a
yeah,
giant
yeah.
steel armature in it. So we had to remold most of it because all the gills were busted up.
Yeah.
The claspers were missing. And what they did was they covered it with it's almost like tar that
Yeah.
you do a
Right.
with roofing. It had this thick layer on it, and then they textured it, and then they painted it. And then so when we ended up restoring it, we had to strip all of that off.
Okay.
Right.
But the fiberglass underneath was still intact. It had little hairline cracks all over it,
Yeah.
but it was still intact. So then we patched all that. We had to cut the eye holes out.
Right.
Me and another guy resculpted the inside of the mouth, which didn't exist in the original.
And how big
piece.
was your team like when you guys were remaking
yeah.
it?
I want to say 9 people maybe.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, that
It took about 5 months.
Okay.
'Cause
5 months.
we and then we sculpted the claspers. We had to remold the gills,
Right.
and remold the pectoral fins. So we had a lot of remolding and stuff to
Right.
do on that.
Well, giving credit where credit is due, bringing back Bruce the Monster. Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
So.
And it was from the original one. It wasn't like from 2, it was
No.
from 1.
No, it was the original
Nice.
mold, and I'm pretty sure that the shark from part 2 was made out of the same molds as part 1.
Right.
They just changed
Yeah.
they put the burn face on and
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Scarface.
And I
Bruce.
like
Yeah.
what I like about your team is in the original film, you can see that Bruce has had some battle wounds,
Yeah.
cuts on the side, and you guys put
Yeah.
back the cuts and,
Yeah.
the blood
Yeah.
on it and the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
And the teeth. You got the
Yeah,
teeth
the teeth.
from Joe
Well, the
Owls,
teeth,
right?
I got the teeth from Joe and Roy Arbogast because Roy had the mold
Right.
for all 7 of them. There were 7 teeth sculpted for the shark, and then there was 2 teeth sculpted separately for the tooth that Dreyfus takes out of the
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Ben Gardner's boat.
yeah, in Ben Gardner's boat. Yeah.
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 And he drops it. Yeah.
And those were different teeth than the teeth that were actually in the shark.
Right.
Nice.
Right. All right. That is
so
awesome.
one last question. My favorite scene is where he says "Smile, you son of," and blows him up.
Yeah.
But have you got a favorite scene out of the entire film?
Yes.
I think my favorite shot in the movie is the overhead looking down at Teddy Grossman in the estuary when you see the shark for the first time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you have the boat in there for scale, you have his head, and then you have the head of the shark.
Yeah.
And it's the first time that you really get a glimpse at it, and that, I'll never forget seeing that shot the first time I saw the movie and just being like, oh my God, that shark is so big.
Yeah.
It just
Steven Spielberg
freaked me
definitely
out.
knew what he was doing.
He is a
Freaked me
genius.
out, without a doubt.
Is it true that back in '75 when the movie came out, when the shark first surfaced where Roy Scheider's throwing the chum,
Yeah,
is
that's
it
a
true
good
that people actually screamed
Oh,
in
yeah.
the theater?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
That
then
was perfect.
when he blows up the shark at the end, the audience stood
Everybody
up and applauded. Yeah.
Well, that scene's great because his cigarette's, going up and down. He's like, slow ahead. Yeah, I can go slow ahead. Why don't you chum some of this shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bam, it pops up.
Yeah.
And on my face, I'm like, oh shit, it's about to start.
Yep.
Yeah,
that was great.
Absolutely. I love what Steven Spielberg said, though. He's like, he had the whole scene written out of how the shark was going to die and stuff. And I forget who it was said to him, Steven, you cannot, let's be real, you cannot put a scuba tank in a shark's mouth and blow it up. And Steven's response was, if I've got their attention and their interest for 2 hours,
They'll believe whatever you
they'll
do.
believe
Yeah, they'll
anything
believe
I do
whatever,
for
yeah.
the next minute and a half.
Yeah.
Well, it was great meeting you, man.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much
Thank
for the
you
interview.
so much.
bet.
Really
Very nice to meet you.
appreciate
God
it,
bless.
Greg. Thank you.
See you, boys.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
My God, Zach, give me a hug, buddy. Give me a hug. A childhood dream fulfilled.
Absolutely.
We just got like a full-on 3 to 4 minute interview with Greg Nicotero, the zombie master.
Yep.
And you know what's funny is Zach's filming. Look, I'm filming for my vlog.
Yeah.
Zach, we're double dipping on the vlogging.
We are. We really are.
So we did the same interview. So when we were going in, I said, all right, Zach, I said, because we only got one shot at this, I said, we need to share the questions.
Yes, we
So
do.
Zach started, he asked a couple questions. I let him finish, and then I asked one or two, went back to you, and we just kept jumping back and forth on the questions. So he got ample questions for your interview on your channel.
Yes.
I got some ample questions for mine. It's going to be the same interview.
It is.
But at different angles.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Yeah, it was.
This is by far, I'm so glad you and Dave talked me into this con because I was being kind of boring and I was like, I'm in all these cons. I think I'll just chill.
You were being kind of boring.
I'm
not
serious.
gonna
I
lie.
really was, Zach. I was like, November, I'm just going to chill and edit my videos and
Yeah.
stuff. And thank God. But I'm telling you, I'm tired now. After this con, I'm going to spend all of November and December editing and catching up. But
I'm gonna go, and I still got a new apartment unit to move into.
I know
I'm gonna be
You
busy.
still haven't even moved in yet, and we're going to these cons. you
Yeah,
know?
I mean, we're doing all these things, and we've still got so much to do. He's got editing to do.
Yeah.
I've got moving
Oh,
to
and
do.
real quick before we go to the next scene of the vlog, just about an hour ago, you had your photo op,
With Jensen Daggett.
and in my vlog and his vlog, I showed him. He showed me the photo, and it turned out great. I'm glad you got to meet her, buddy.
Oh, I got to talk to her also, which
So
my viewers
cool.
are gonna see. I did my impression of Alf for
Oh,
her.
so cool.